Gossip, if we gossip too much, too often, I think it's a sign of a weak sense of self. And I've self-diagnosed this. And then sometimes I'll see it pop up in other videos, and I see it as confirmation, like, yep, I knew it. But then I'm like, oh, well, how am I going to pass this off as original? Even though it is. I used to talk behind people's backs, but in a dangerous way. Like, I got people in trouble. People would confide in me, and then I would go running and tell the person who should not know, oh my God, I'm so sorry. If there's anybody watching that I hurt by gossiping or repeating a thing that you confided in me. And then they'd confront me on it. Like, why did you do that? And I'd be like, I don't know. What a little mess I was. Such a mess. No sense of self. No sense of other people being real and there being consequences for my repeating things they confided to me. And I'm only recently getting over this. I mean, the habit, I improved. I was able to keep certain confidences, but I still would use gossip and information about people because I couldn't possibly be interesting or worthwhile or worth talking to unless I had some juicy piece of gossip to share. Yeah, that's a really sad way to be. And I've been an adult for over 40 years, right? Yeah. But I'm still learning adult skills. Like, don't gossip and don't betray people's confidence. It will come back to bite you in the ass and it will hurt them, Lisa. Don't do it. It's tempting. I know. It's juicy. You can't wait to tell the person this thing. But I have to remind myself, you've hurt people in the past. And also, if you don't feel interesting enough to be talking to this person, then they're really not your friend. And they don't care about you enough. People have to love you for who you are, not what information you can bring them. I try to tell myself this. My mother was and is a horrible gossip. Repeating things people say, talking crap about people. I mean, there's so much evidence that she has a very weak sense of self. And people misunderstand. They think being a narcissist or narcissism has something to do with an inflated sense of self. No, there's grandiosity and future faking and entitlement, things like that. But at the core of narcissism is a very weak sense of self and low self-esteem. She'd scold and criticize people just to feel powerful. I've had people tell me, I just can't talk to your mom. The way she talks to me, I mean, it's abusive. I just want to say, yeah, well, imagine being raised by that. Imagine that. Yeah. But I understand. Hey, people have the strength to draw boundaries and no longer speak to her. I still have, well, I don't have to, but I do. I could dissolve the house, stick her in a home, and never have to talk to her again. But I can't. I just can't. It's not about what she deserves. It's what I believe. Even if, I mean, I'm thinking, honor thy mother and father, but it really could be love thine enemy. Because she's monstrous. But a terrible, terrible gossip. So yeah, no one talks to her. Like, she never tells me, oh, this one called, that one called. I'm like, so-and-so died. Did anyone call you? No. You wear people out. And eventually, even if you have juicy gossip, unless they're just at your level of needing to hear the gossip, people will cut you off because they've learned, well, if you're gossiping to me, then you'll gossip about me. And that's 100% true. So am I blaming her? Well, How do you blame someone who has no clue how to act like a fully functioning human? Am I naming the situation? Yeah. I learned certain things from her, especially how to devalue myself and how stupid and worthless I am. I don't mean that. Well, part of me still does. Imposter syndrome. But it's on me now. I mean, I know what the situation is. It's on me to recover. Yeah, I can be angry. I could share here. You could say, yeah, me too. Yep, she did that to me too. She meaning your mother. Not my mother. Even though her reach is rather wide. So I am mindful about my gossip habit, and how falling back into it is just an indication that I still have a lot of self-worth to acquire and a self-image to heal.